Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a more dramatic fall inspired look, and my main focus of this look was lips and eyeliner. As you probably can see, my lips are dark and my liner is pretty thick. So yeah, if you want to see how I made this look, just keep watching.
So I start with priming my face, and I'm using the Glow Minerals Face Primer, and I'm just applying it all over my face. Now I take my foundation, and I'm also using one from Glow Minerals. This is the Luxe Liquid Foundation, and the color I'm using is Naturell, I think. And I'm also blending in some NYX Liquid Illuminator in the color Gleam. And I mix those two together and apply it with a pointed foundation brush from Real Techniques. And later on I'm just gonna blend it out with a damp beauty blender. And you have to make sure that you damp your beauty blender, because if you don't, it's gonna be close to impossible to use, because it will just suck up the product that you are trying to apply. So what you do is you just wet it under your sink and squeeze it a couple of times and just squeeze out the excess water, and then you take a towel and squeeze it into that, and then it's ready to use. So now I'm taking the correcting concealer from Bare Minerals in the color Light 2, and I'm using a foundation brush from Real Techniques to apply it, and I just apply it underneath my eyes to get rid of any dark circles and puffiness. And this concealer is so easy to work with. It blends so nicely and it's creamy and it's just wonderful. And I also apply it on my chin and on the bridge of my nose, and also around my mouth to get rid of any dark spots that I have there. And I also apply it underneath where I'm gonna put my contour, the darker part, and I also apply it in my forehead. Next I'm taking the small beauty blender, I think it's called Micro, and I just lightly tap it on my skin everywhere where I apply the concealer to blend it out nicely and make it look flawless, because I swear to you, beauty blenders make your skin look flawless. I don't know what I'd do without them, and I don't even know what I did when I didn't have it. To set my concealer, I'm using the Bare Minerals Illuminating Mineral Veil, and I'm just using a beauty blender to apply it wherever I apply the concealer, so it just lasts longer and it doesn't crease. And it's really important that you set your concealer, because during the day it might start creasing and it just won't look good. So be sure to set your concealer with a setting powder. Over to contouring, I'm using the Bare Minerals bronzer in the color Skinny Dip, and I'm also using a Real Techniques brush. I think this one is called the contour brush, and I'm just applying it underneath my cheekbones to make my face look more narrow, and I'm also applying it around my forehead, like in my hairline, to just make my forehead look a bit smaller, because sometimes it looks pretty big. For my nose contour, I'm using the Bahama powder from the BALM, and I'm also using an Eco Tools flat liner brush, and the brush is just so perfect. It's flat and it's kind of wide, and it's just perfect. So basically I'm just outlining the bridge of my nose and also dragging it up to my brows to kind of make a shadow, so my nose looks a lot more small and narrow. Yeah, just basically smaller. For brows, I'm using the Billion Dollar Brows Universal Brow Pencil, and I'm just gonna fill in half of my brow first, like the outer brow, I guess. And I'm just going over it several times to make the color that I want, because this is a universal brow pencil and it comes only in one shade, so I have to like go over it to get the shade that I want. And later I'm just gonna fill in the front, and I'm just gonna use a light hand to not get too much color, because I want it to be darker at the back and lighter in the front, and then I'm just brushing over with the spoolie that I have on the pencil. So again, I'm taking the correcting concealer from Bare Minerals, and I'm using a detailed brush from Real Techniques, And I'm just gonna clean up my brows with that, just to apply some concealer over my brow and also underneath, just to lift my brows and yeah, clean them up. And be sure to blend out the lines that you apply with the concealer, because you don't want a sharp line of concealer right over your brows so it's visible. And just with the same brush, just blend it upwards or downwards if it's underneath. For eyeshadow, I'm going to use the Hot Makeup eyeshadow collection, and I'm using a faded green color as the base. So I'm just going to apply it all over my eyelid and blend it out. So I'm using a base shadow brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just going to go over my eyelid with that brush a million times to just fade it out real nicely. So now I'm taking a grayish brown looking color from the same eyeshadow palette, and I'm just gonna apply that at the center of my eyelid. So now I'm taking a dark brown color and I'm just gonna apply it in my crease, and I'm also just gonna blend it out towards my temples a bit. And again, I'm blending it out a lot, and I'm also going to use the Luxe crease brush from Real Techniques for blending. So now I'm taking the darkest brown color with the accent brush, and I'm just going to apply it in the corner of my eye, like a bit in my crease and also down to my lash line. And I'm also gonna blend it out with a Deluxe crease brush. So now I'm taking a light champagne color, and I'm just gonna pop it right on top of my eyelid, like the center, and also drag it a bit towards my tear dot. And I'm just gonna apply a lot of that color because I want that color to pop. And yeah. And then I'm just gonna lightly blend out the corners with a Deluxe grease brush, but not too much because I still want that color to be sharp and nice. So for liner, I'm using the Wet n Wild Mega Eyes eyeliner, and it's got this nice felt tip, so it's like a marker, so it's easy to apply. And I'm just gonna wing it out towards my temples and stop where my brow ends. And I'm also just gonna apply it towards the center of my eye and stop right at the center because I don't want the liner to get too close to my tear dot. And I'm applying a really thick line, and I'm also gonna go over the liner with the Schwing liner from the BALM to make it a lot more darker. To make my liner look sharp and perfect, I'm gonna use a concealer to apply it right underneath the line I created, and this is just gonna make the eyeliner pop more. And also, if you didn't make a perfect line, this is just gonna clean it up. So now I'm taking the Merry Luminizer from the BALM, and I'm just gonna apply it right in my tear dot with an accent brush, and I'm also gonna apply it on my lower lash line in the wet line, which will make my eyes look bigger, and I'm just gonna look more awake. So now I'm taking the grayish brown color, and I'm just gonna apply it in my lower lash line, but I'm not gonna take it all the way to my tear dot because I want that part to be light. So now I'm taking some gold glitter from Beauty UK, and I'm just gonna apply a line right over my black liner, I guess. And this is just gonna be like a double liner. For falsies, I'm using the Ardell Demi Wispies, and these are my absolute favorite lashes. They are so easy to apply and they look so natural. So yeah, I'm just gonna apply it with some tweezers and gonna wait for the glue to dry. Once the glue has dried, there might be some white spots of glue on the lashes, so I'm just going to use a black eyeliner to paint over these. For mascara, I'm using the Bare Minerals Lash Domination Mascara, and I'm just going to apply them over the false lashes to make them connect to my real ones, and I'm also just going to apply some mascara on my lower lashes as well. Now I'm just using a lash curler to curl my lashes, and well, yeah, you know the drill. So now I'm taking the Mary Luminizer from the BALM. I'm just going to highlight my cheekbones and also my chin and the sides of my forehead. And with a smaller brush, I'm just going to also highlight my brows. And also I'm going to put some highlight in my cupid's bow, underneath my brows. And I'm also going to put some on the bridge of my nose. For lips, I'm using first the NYX lip pencil in the color Prune to outline my lips. And for lips, I'm using the Glow Minerals lipstick in the color Bordeaux.